I had a good friend die from stress. You guys drop like flies from stress. Oh, and what about that sickle cell shit? Do any other people than blacks have it? Genocide? Genocide? You get it? It's a-coming. That train's a-coming. And I'm just connecting dots, people. I look around. There's books around. I caution anyone to go down the trail I did. It's cost me a lot of money going underground. Joined IRS Checkmate group up in Anchorage, Alaska. Kojo was working on the pipeline, making $1,700 a week. They were taking half. You don't think I haven't paid into this shit, you motherfuckers? I'll kick your ass, you think that? I'm not going to come down on you if you had a couple of years off and didn't make any money and you didn't pay into the system, but you're drawing your Social Security just the same as I am, ain't you? But I'll tell you something. Adjusted for inflation shit right now. This is how they run you economically. Uniform Commercial Code. It's right there. It's all right there. Try reading that shit. Woo, doggies. 11. Well, I read your credit card contract, and I can't figure it out. What the fuck do you think all their other contracts are like? Terms and conditions? You cocksuckers, you fucking lawyers, you're doing this. It's you. It's you. I'm outing you. Again, if there's any disaffecteds, out there, I can still go back to my church. I'm not disaffected. I'm not disconnected. I'm not accused of being something that I'm not. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What makes you any better than me for condemning me for drawing money that I paid in 65 value dollars? The value of the dollar in 1965 was when my first job was the military. Well, no, that's true. Not true. I worked in a potato packing plant in Shafter one summer. I was making minimum wage and I had to pay taxes. And rent wasn't high in those days. I could not have afforded to pay rent, let alone buy groceries on that money. Yet, this is very important, people. I had not only to pay taxes, I had to spend time to file them. Because when you're a slave, you don't own anything. You don't need to own anything. They'll let you rent it. You don't own a house in this. You don't own it. Look at what happened to Bundy. Who owns the land? Us? Really? Okay. Here it is. Uniform Commercial Code. Brought to you by the Esquires. Title of nobility. And Giuliani was knighted. He's the point man. So is Bloomberg. Look at the kind of work they did. Control! 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 Mayor Giuliani. There was some cat guy that were having an argument. I thought this was funny. It was great. I heard it before, but it was in. They were talking about. They ridiculed that guy right out of the hall. He connected this. I do it all the time. I do shit like this all the time. You know, it's in the semantics. How words are manipulated. How words are manipulated to change your mind about what they mean. Progression through time. A word, and this is in Black's Law. Just take a couple pages. Go to drop. Do this. I mean, don't believe me, motherfuckers. Don't believe a fucking thing I say. Get up off your fucking ass and get down to the law library. Get a Black's Law dictionary. Buy one. Get the paperback. Carry it in your pocket. Somebody throws you some legalese like arrest. Shouldn't you know what it means? You are under arrest. Gonna go to jail, ain't you? Actually, let's think about that for a minute. What if I ran on this earlier? Let's describe what they call that, the long passage. You know, the boats that came over with the traffic. It's there. It's there. All expenses paid when you go to jail, ain't they? Now that with these private jails, they're making you pay. You got to. I mean, they got it around. Uniform Commercial Code. Had it free for a while. You paid for the jail, didn't you? You paid for the cop car, didn't you? It's right there. It's right there. You paid for the radio in the cop car, didn't you? You paid for the computers that track your ass, didn't you? Didn't you? They're public servants. They collect the money for working the equipment. You know, they get paid to do that. Who pays them? Yeah. So you could say that when you're under arrest, you're going to take a break, ain't you? Going to take you away from your work, take you away from your wife, take you away from your pets. What if they need water in their feet and you're the only one doing it? What about that? Yeah. But you're going to have a vacay, ain't you? You're going to be with some very colorful. It's going to be like going on a cruise ship of people you didn't know. What happens to those people that go on those cruises? They buy those cruises and they don't know, and they're heterosexual. I know this has happened. I've talked to a few. And they go on a cruise and they don't know that it was predominantly booked by the other persuasions. Take your LBG. Those people get together. They go on cruises, and if you ain't paying attention when you go there, you're just going through the cycle, and it's like, well, we want to go on a cruise on this weekend in Sonata or whatever, and it happens to be a well-booked cruise for the you guys throwing all this LBGT crap at me. It's confusing, and I think it's intentional. What are you? What do you like to be called? Why do you have to be labeled anything? Why aren't you just you? Why do you have to be? Why do you have to pack up? Having groups is fine, but if you're using them for What would be a good term for that activity? Grouping up. Well, for protection. That's why would you need to be protected if everybody was cool about being themselves? Know thyself. Really? What do you think? Seriously. If you knew yourself, you were fine with yourself, what would be you would find other you would find other persuasions. Persuasion right there. Think about that. Persuasion. Suasion purr, I don't know. Sway and purr, I don't know. Persuasion. Okay, this would be a good way to describe it. They're doing the work on it already. They're reading auras and whatnot. Why not get your aura checked and just call it describe yourself in that aura. And there's a lot of information about what the different auras represent in your energy field, what they do in your energy field. Okay, let's do that. Hi, I'm Bo. My field, there it is in speaking my truth. Are there any of you out there that would like to speak your truth? And if I have the time and the interest to listen to you, I will. Friendship. We're all very selfish people. We all want to do what we want to do. And if we have friends, sometimes they impinge on wanting to be alone. But if they need help, you help them. They call you out in the middle of the night to help, this happened. Can you help me? I just blew a tire and I don't have a spare. Or my battery went down, or my alternator went out. I have been a mechanic. You dig me? I love that one. You dig me? Black suasion. You gotta go into that a little bit. Black suasion. Motown. Barry Gordy. Barry. Are you Illuminati? Okay. Live and let live, brother. Let me give you this. If you are an Illuminati, and you've been thinking about quitting, I know it's blood oath, blood in, blood out. They'll kill you if you want to get out. Edward James almost. What was that piece you did about gangbangers? Blood in, blood out. Serious business. I understand. Masons, maybe. Blood in, blood out. Heard tell. I don't. Heard tell. Anyway, if you've been thinking about giving it up, do it. And I hope you didn't need me to tell you that. But I will go into full contract with you on the acceptance of you giving it up. Same with all of y'all out there. If you are creating evil and you want to give it up, and please, 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 please stop the bullshit. We all know when we're creating evil. We all know when we're doing harm. You can play the insanity deflints, You can play it, but you've still done evil.